Hey guys, welcome back to our fantasy football. It is game week 33 and it is going to be a double game week. One of the biggest double game weeks in FPL so far. But what that also does mean is there might be a double this week. There is going to be a blank in game week 34. So you've got to be smart. You've got to lock in and see who you're going to bring in, who you're not. As you can see in the corner, 63 points. A good game week from us, above the average. Don't know. Go away. Go away. I don't want. Go away. Yeah. So a good week for last week. 63 points. As you can see, most transfers in is Van Hecken, and that is because Brighton are part of the double game week. Man City's most captain so far. Transfers in Haaland, Cherky, Szczesny, O'Reilly and Gahey. Now that doesn't count. That probably counts for free hits, bench boosts and stuff like that. Most outs, STK, who just got injured in the Champions League game, so he won't be playing for most of the season. Timber, Chalobah, and Bemo and Rice. Go away. I don't know what's happening on my laptop, guys. Yeah, so most understandable transfers in from Man City and Arsenal players being transferred out. Points wise, 63 points. We had Callahan in goal, 2 points in that 2-2 draw against Everton. Not great, but it's not the end of the world. Moving into the back three, we had Timber in here with a double Arsenal back three. Timber didn't play at all. So Mukulele, who I smartly moved to my bench option, to the first bencher, got 14 points against that game against Spurs. 1-0. Not only did he get a clean sheet, he got the goal in that game, and he also beats Spurs to put them in the relegation zone. Thank God they're finally in there. Hopefully West Ham can do the job and stay up. But yeah, a good performance from Mukulele. Probably one of the best FPL players so far this season. I know he missed 3 or 4 weeks, but for at least 30 game weeks, he has cooked. And then Gabriel, 4 points in that game against, got the assist, but also a goal conceded there. And Arsenal did lose that game, so not only is that dampened their title hopes, FPL wise, not a good performance. Van Dijk in that 2-0. What is going on with my computer? 2-0 against Fulham. I don't know what's everything launching at the same time. Virgil van Dijk, 9 points. Midfield wise, Bemo, 1 point. Didn't start. Got 1 point. He needs to go. Good football player, but with the Man United's quality, Cunha in better form. I think Bemo needs to go. Semenyo, 2 points in that 3-0 victory against Chelsea. Didn't do anything, but had a couple good chances. So I'm not disappointed with him. Anderson, 4 points. Racks up the DEFCON points yet again. If he's not going to get clean sheets, he's going to get those DEFCON points. So Mr. Consistent. Captain Bruno, they got assist. Got a yellow card, which is annoying. And Leeds did beat Man United for the first time in about 50 years at Old Trafford. However, not too mad, because it also does help Spurs go down. So if Spurs go down, no one's going to care about Man United losing to Leeds. It does put a little bit of pressure on Man United in the Champions League spots, but I think we have enough quality to really go away to stay in the Champions League spots. Declan Rice, 4 points, bonus points and match points, but no assists, no DEFCON points, which leads up front. Thiago 2-2, did get both goals in that game. Could have been a good captain option, but I think Bruno had the better fixture on paper. And then Haaland, 2 points there. 90 minutes played, nothing in that 3-0 victory against Chelsea. Bradford, 2 points. Timber is injured. 70. So he might be back for the Man City game. Krupi, 6 points there. 2 minutes. Well, 2 points for minutes played. Got a goal. Got a yellow card. Bonus points in that game against Arsenal. And then Hill had a good performance as well. So that was our overall team. Good points there. It is green arrows. We've gone up in the league, thank you. Above Manish. We are starting to close that down. Zach is just above us. I told him at the start he will not be finishing above me. He claimed he was going to win the league. Oh, I'm going to win your league. Well, we're right behind you, boy. We're reeling you in. And we'll be overtaking you very, very soon. Because he's not had a good start. Noah still remains top. Probably Paul is just behind him, so it's very close. I did think Noah was going to run away with it, but Paul has definitely caught up. Again, it really bases on what happens in this game week 33 and this game week 34 blank is where this league can be won and lost. And then there's a couple of changes down below behind us, really. Alex, I think, gave up ages ago. Jamie's done well. So yeah, we'll look at Paul's 70 points. He did wildcard, so he brought in Verbruggen, which is good because they've got a double game week. Van Hecken as well. O'Reilly, good option, but he's slightly injured. Senesi as well. Good points there. Palmer, Semenyo, Bruno, Group, Pausel, Gross, sorry, and then Bowen, Haaland, and Pedro up top. It's a good option. Good thing. If we look at Noah's, he's at 57. Dubravka played over Donnarumma. I would have gone Donnarumma personally. Virgil van Dijk, Cody, Gabriel, Bruno, Solskjaer. Yeah, that's fine. I think it's a good team. The only one I would look to change is Bemo, really, and Solanke. I don't know if he's funds, but yeah, that's not good. So yeah, moving to transfers. I've made one transfer already, and that was Declan Rice to Morgan Rogers. I brought Morgan Rogers in because he's got a good Sunderland game, Fulham, Spurs, and Burnley. 4 good fixtures coming up. I think that could be a very good. And then Liverpool, Man City at the end. Not terrible, but I definitely can capitalise on the next 4 games with Rodgers there. I'm looking to sell Mbemo and maybe Timber if he's still injured, because I think that's a bit of a waste. Which means we've got 14.6 million. Personally, if I was to go to a defender, I would love to bring in Gahey as a good option. The only problem is obviously they blank next week, which means I would already have Gahey, Hill, Semenyo, Haaland, and Krupi. That's 5 players. That means I'm going into the game with 9. And then for Mbemo's replacement, Wilson is probably the best option. James Gardner is a good option. We've got the derby against Liverpool, but it's not a bad fixture. West Ham, Palace, Gibbs White. Good game against, but it's not bad fixtures. It's all about making the right transfers. Stack would have been a great option. Yeah, I think I probably would leave it anyway for this week. I know Chelsea's not a good fixture, but I don't want to jump the gun. Kroos, whatever his name is a good option. Not that guy. Palace Kroos. They've got good fixtures, I believe. But they don't have a game in 34, so it's about making sense. So realistically, I think just a one transfer, Rice to Rodgers is a good option. Rice hasn't been doing well. If we go back to Rice, for example, 4 points, 3 points, 3 points, 5 points, 4 points. 9 was a good one. 5, 5, 3, 1, 1, 3, 3. Like, apart from this game week 20, which is 14 game weeks ago, he's not had a double digit haul. And obviously, what I could do is I could bring him back maybe at Fulham and capitalise on those last couple of games, which wouldn't be awful. But yeah, I think Wilson could be a good option, though that Arsenal game is very tough. But he's had he's had good recent history. 9, 12, 8, couple bad ones there, 10. So options are there. But I think for me is I've got the bench boost and I've got triple captain. Haaland with bench boost, with triple captain to target that Burnley fixture would be great. However, I think I could maximise more points by bench boosting this week, because I would get obviously one game for Callahan, 2 games for Hill. Both Virgil van Dijk and Gabriel have 1 game. Rodgers, Bemo, Semenyo has 2, Anderson has 1, Bruno has 1, Thiago has 1, Haaland has 2, Dubravka has 2, Mukile has 1, Krupi has 2, and Timber has 1 if he plays. Obviously, bench boost with 11, 12, 13, 14 players is still better than having 11 and having to pick between do I do doubles or singles. So I am going to bench boost right now. I'm going to play that chip. That is locked in. Bench boosting this week to really target those fixtures. Hopefully Gabriel Timber rests for the Champions League game this week. And then he's back for Man City. Because that would really help us. But even if we go with 14 players, it's still going to be better than most people, because I'm bench boosting. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 players, 5 players with doubles in this game week. So that is going to be very good. We need to find a game week to play the triple captain, because I don't want to risk losing that. But I think there is options for a decent triple captain. And my big worry is I didn't want to do triple captain this week on Haaland, on the basis that he's not been clinical. And if you waste the triple captain and it goes wrong, and you could have maximised more points on the bench boost. So that is going to be my team. We are going to run. It doesn't really matter who I play, but I think this is more likely the team I'll put out for the 11, and then the rest on the bench. Either way, I'm going to get the same points. But yeah, we're going to maximise those double game week this week. And then next week, we'll have a little bit of a problem next week, due to the fact that obviously we're going to lose Haaland, Semenyo, Hill, and Krupi, and Dubravka, which means I'm going to have to play one player less. unless I make a transfer out. So yeah, we're going to have to think about that. If I can keep the transfers, well, I would have 2 next week, so I could just get 1 player out and target a good fixture team and then bring the player back in. It would be a waste of a transfer, but is it better to have 11 players on the pitch rather than have 10? I don't know. But for this week, we are going to be bench boosting, guys. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share the videos out to the rest of your friends. Get them joining the league. There is still time. There is still chance to join the FPL Discord link, because I want to be doing some interacting videos towards the end of the season with the subscribers, my friends, and get them on the channel. So make sure you join the Discord. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how you're doing. Are you bench boosting? Are you triple captain? Are you going with you spending your 5 transfers on double game week players? Let me know in the comments now what you are doing, and I'll see you next week with hopefully some very good points.